Hello everyone, I'm so happy you're here today. We're going to make this cute fun fold, so check it out. Hi Stampers, this is Dawn and today we're going to make this card and it's a fun fold and it's called the Arrow Fold, I believe. I got this swap from my friend Martha Armstrong. This was her swap. Isn't it beautiful? And she also gave me directions. So we're going to make this card today. Plus, I have a couple other versions to share with you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're using the fresh freesia. This piece is cut at 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to score this together. Then two pieces. One piece is the hand-pinned designer paper, and then a piece of the basic white. And these are both cut at 4 by 5.25. Okay, so let's grab our paper trimmer. So first we're going to score this in half on the 8.5 inch side. So we're going to score this at 4.25. Then you're going to grab a pencil. I have one of these mechanical pencils. They're pretty cool. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to, on the 8.5 inch side, we're going to line this edge up at 2 1/8. And then I'm going to close my arm on my paper trimmer and I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to make a little tick mark or a little line up at the top and also on the bottom. Then we're going to turn it on the 5.5 inch side. So we're going to line this up at 2 3/4 because that's half of the 5.5. So we're also going to make a little pencil line at the top. Okay. We're going to set that aside and then we're going to take our designer paper. Now this is the hand penned and you can tell it's directional designer paper, right? So you can see the flowers are going up. So this would be considered the top of my designer paper. So if I want this to face the right way, I'm going to have to turn it upside down. Okay. So we're going to turn it upside down with the top of the designer paper facing the bottom. And we're going to line this up at 2 5/8. So that's half of the 5.25. So 2 5/8. I'm going to make a little pencil mark there as well. Okay, so since we have our pencil mark here, we're going to go ahead and cut from that pencil mark right here down to this point, and then we're going to cut from that pencil line down to this point. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm just lining the pencil line on the track along with the point down here. We're going to cut. Then I'm going to angle this over here for this pencil line down to this point, and we're going to cut. Okay, so we're going to set these pieces aside. So now we're going to do kind of the same thing, but we're going to score instead of cut on your base part. So remember when we made our pencil line at 2 3/4 and then two lines at the 2 1/8 on both sides. So we're going to take our first center line, line that up with the side pencil mark there, and we're going to just score. Okay, so not cut, we're going to score. Then we're going to take the top pencil line again, and this time we're going to, let me fold this card so you can see it better, the score line. So we're going to take this pencil line and we're going to score it down to that center score line. So we're going to line that up on the track at the top and then down here at the score line, and we're going to score. Then we're going to flip it over on the opposite side and do the exact same thing. So pencil line to pencil line. And then pencil line to score line. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so now we're going to take our base. Actually, I'm going to erase my pencil lines first. I'm going to keep my pencil line on this designer paper so I know where the bottom of the cut was, okay? That's going to make sense when we put that paper onto the base. All right, so now let's go ahead and fold our score lines. We're going to fold our card down, and then that's going to make your fun fold of this arrow design card. Isn't that cute? Hopefully you can see that. It's like this here when it's closed on the front. Okay, Now, this is where the designer paper, remember how we cut this upside down? Now when you're going to put this onto the card, it's right face up. So we're going to put this right onto the top, just like that. And then we're going to take these two pieces and we're going to add this to our basic white layer for the inside. And you're going to be able to tell what side goes to what side. And you're just going to leave a tiny piece of the basic white to show. And then this piece is going to go over here. So let me get my liquid glue. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and attach these pieces. Ooh, that side's pretty too. You want to make sure you get the points really good too with the adhesive. So I'm just going to put this on. And then also with the liquid glue, you can maneuver it into place really nice. Okay, now there should be a little overlap at the very bottom. That's what we want. And then a little tiny piece of the point will be overhanging on that as well. And that's totally fine. So now we're going to go ahead and put this on the inside of our card. This paper's so pretty. Okay, and then this piece, remember when we said we didn't want to erase that pencil line? Pencil line is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and erase that. Now it's really actually pretty easy when you're using the directional paper because you automatically know what side is going which way. But if you're using like this side, it would be kind of hard. So you just got to move the paper around to make sure it fits into this triangle space right here. But with this being the directional, you can see that this is definitely the way we cut it. Set that right in the center of that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. Okay, so now I went ahead and stamped and cut out the greeting. So this is wishing you your best year yet. And then this is also on the fresh freesia. And let me show you the stamp set and the dies. So I cut it out with the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and it was the 3rd and the 4th die. So the largest one was with the fresh freesia, and then this one was with the greeting. And then I ran that through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And then here's the best year yet. This is the stamp set that I used the greeting. So wishing you your best year yet. And then also the happy birthday to you is going to be for the inside. So here's my happy birthday to you. And I'm going to use the Memento ink in the black. I'm going to stamp this right in the center. But at first I'm going to go ahead and stamp it once to make sure I'm lining this up right. Okay, so I'm going to take the tail end and stamp it down a little bit. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now before we go any further, this is when you're going to decide if you want to keep these flaps open or you want to attach them shut. So like Martha's card, she didn't seal them down. Okay, so you can still see it's a very cute card. So you can see here on this one is the one that I did exactly like Martha did. So I didn't seal it down. So if you want to seal it, let me show you what you're going to do. You're just going to take some Stampin' Seal, and right where these score lines are, you want to make sure you don't go over those. Well, you want to at least pay attention to how the card is folded. Okay, so if you want to make a little pencil line here, just to make sure you don't go over those lines. But I find that if you just stay in that triangle section, you should be pretty good. And then go right on to the score line. And then fold that over. And then the same goes here. But now you can see that this one overhangs a little bit. So you definitely want to stay on this section right here. Just a little bit. And then fold that over. So take your bone folder and do another press on that fold. Isn't that pretty? So we're going to do the exact same thing on this side, making sure to keep inside of that score line. And fold that over. And then it kind of looks like a tuxedo, doesn't it? Then we're going to take our, remember you're going to want to fold this over to get an eyeball of where you're wanting to put your adhesives. I'm pretty safe at putting it right on this section over here. And then fold that over. Once again, take your bone folder and crease it down really nice. Okay, so then you can seal it up like this, or you can leave it without sealing it like this. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and attach our Wishing You Your Best Year Yet. So I added the Stampin' Seal to my greeting. I'm going to add this to the fresh freesia. Then I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. So I'm going to position this right in the center with the overlaps going on the side panels here, and then just press that down. So it's Wishing You Your Best Year Yet. Happy birthday to you. Isn't that cute? And on my finished card here, I added this cute little loose flower flourishes, and these come in the brand new in colors, which the fresh freesia is one of those colors. There's 2 different sizes, I believe. So I used the largest one. And then I just took a glue dot and I attached that flower to the bottom right hand corner there, like I did on this one. Okay, so that's what I did to finish this card. And then let me show you the other 2. So here's this one using the Magenta Madness. Isn't that beautiful with that Expressions in Ink designer paper? It's so pretty. It's the exact same card. I just changed up the color and the designer paper. So pretty. And then of course I didn't seal the panels down, so you can tell the difference there. Okay, so here's this one. I used the Hey Birthday Chick. And remember, this bundle is expiring on June 30th. So if you want the stamp set and the die so you can save 10%, you have until June 30th to get those. And then after that, then you can just get the stamp set or the die, and you can get both of them. It's just the savings is only until June 30th. And then also there's another stamp that coordinates with this one. It's called Hey Chick. And then the Chick dies are also available, but those are retiring on June 30th. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. And then I'll also have all the items listed down below. If you like today's video, give me a thumbs up. And then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.